Hey, beautiful people. It's your girl, Tanya Weeders, ECMG Creative. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Yeah, I'm going to talk to you about NFTs today and how you can get started making a tremendous amount of money in, I'm not going to say a very short time, but in a shorter time than you're used to. The NFTs world is completely outrageous in terms of returns on your investment, but it's absolutely worth its weight in gold. So, what I wanted to start off telling you is full disclosure, I'm new to this. I'm new to this world, but I'm not new to how to bringing people to your platform and how to set up a platform that's pleasing to the aesthetic eye going forward. So, what I'm going to do is show you what we've done over the past couple of weeks, some of the benchmarks that we've made in doing so, and how you can do the same thing for yourself. As you know, at ECMG Creative, we are all about branding, positioning, at pricing. And by getting your business put or your brand or your offers in front of the right people with the right resources in order to take advantage. So, what you're looking at right now is our website for our NFTs, where it talks about what we're doing, what our projects are primarily going to be about, which is elegant, opulent NFTs elevating the Black female experience, aka our excellence, our beauty, and everything that comes with it. And so we're telling the story of our community, of where we came from, of whose we are. And it's really important that you have a story that resonates with your audience. Right now, we're running our October Pink campaign where beauty is power. Beauty is not something that's superficial as what people are primarily shallow people do, but beauty is a defense and beauty is power. And we walk you through that entire process, and you can see it evidenced and expressed in our work. So, what you would need to have, in my humble opinion, is to have a place, a hub that is separate and apart from the social media platforms or the platforms where you are actually showcasing your work. That's outside of Opensea and Rarible and Mintable. You need to have your own. If you don't understand why that is, let me point you to 2019 and 2020, just before the pandemic started. In quarter one of each of the previous years, Google, Facebook, Instagram, they all went down. They all went down. Never mind the fact that Google and, excuse me, that Instagram and Facebook are related. You just need to understand that, and even YouTube went down because YouTube is part of Google, that universe. And know the distinction between Facebook or a social media network and a search engine network, which is a network in and of itself, right? Search engines are tremendously bigger than social media networks. People go to search engines to search. People who go to social media, they go to socialize primarily. But if you're using the back office and you are running ad campaigns, marketing, branding campaigns, then you know that folks are also interrupted, if you will, from their socializing to be met with things that they actually like, which is your offers, and that's how you get in front of them. So, the importance of you having your own platform or your own website or sub site, if you will, is so that if it hits the fan, and most of the times it does, you can always have a place where your people can actually meet you. Today is what's the date? The 18th, the 19th, and we are in the middle of a fiasco with Kanye West. Kanye West is one of the most successful music artists that we've known and of our time. And even though he is not, I repeat, is not the richest black man that has ever lived, knock it off. That's disrespectful to the ancestors. What you have to, Musa Mansa, Mansa Musa, get it and understand it. Google it. All right. So, whose riches surpassed even the richest African, who is noted as being the richest man on earth, Elon Musk? Yeah, he's African. He's not American. He's African. Okay? Don't play with me. The midget will arise. But understand that even with the most successful people in the world in terms of money and finances, what you see in Forbes, those people pay to be on those lists. Don't play. There are 66 multi billionaires in Africa right now whose money they're laughing at. They're laughing at the people who are on Forbes. So, just a little history to go on with this, a little histrionics for you. So when you have your own website, what Kanye is doing, and as crazy as you think he is, he's not, because what he's doing is he's leveraging himself into a spot, though pigeonholed it may be, is to garner a place for himself online where he's not censored, right? And that's aligning himself with another platform. I still say he can get his own platform going and still make tons of money because of who he is. So this is what we're doing here on our own platform. We've extended what we're doing on ecmgroups.com, but you want to when you have your NFTs together, what you want to do is start telling the story and benchmarking where you are, because what's important is that when folks start seeking you out from your platform, your social media platforms, they want to know your story. So these are some of the things that we did in September, what we're doing now currently in October, and what we're doing for the next coming months. I'll also put the link down below if you want to, and you'll notice that some of these things are not filled in. We're not looking for perfection, right? That's the problem. But what we're looking for is the fact that you are moving, that you have a project that's going on, you're in the middle of it, and you've been successful in the past. So that's what having this like final quarter of the year is all about. And we just want to show you how it's done. And what I really want you to pay attention to is your utilities and merch. Now, when you go into the world of NFTs, it's primarily digital downloads, digital artwork that's being sold over a blockchain. If you want to know more about it, go to the website and we explain it all the way at the bottom under the Got Questions section. But I'm really honing in on this part of it because I want more and more of us to become part of the digital world, the metaverse, if you will, not to be confused with the social media platform formerly known as Facebook, that is now called Meta. The metaverse is extremely important for all of us to be involved in because it gives us a sense of financial freedom in terms of the wares that you put there. But because most of us are still in the material world, utilities like e-commerce, right, having your merchandise for sale, and also having utilities such as a live event or having us send to you incarnations of our work. That's where a lot of people really are starting from, because you know what it is to have an e-commerce site. You know what it is to buy wholesale and sell retail. And that's where I'm meeting all of us at right now. If you have an interest in that, if you ever thought about selling anything, you can have your NFTs on your Opensea, and then whatever artwork did not make the cut, you can go ahead and you can begin selling your items as a utility, as something extra. Sell or get a coupon, if you will, for those who purchase your NFT to your utility. So that's where you're bringing in the digital world into your material world. All right. So let me show you what we've done so far. So you see the website here. Let's go to our portfolio, if you will, here on OpenSea, and this is where we're selling our work, right? So you see what it is, and a lot of these, our bottom, I believe, is, I don't know, 0.287. I know that should be a point there, but it's not. So whoever's gonna get it is gonna get it. Um, and as you can see, these are one of a kind. They might look the same to you, they might have the same aesthetic to you, but they're different. And that's the beauty of being on a blockchain, that every single one of your items that you put up for sale It is completely different. It is completely unique. It cannot be, people try to duplicate it, but everything is completely different, and that's the beauty of it. And there's transparency in this as well, in that every item that you sell, um, it is noted on the blockchain. All right. So even the images might look different, might look alike, but they're absolutely different. Okay. And that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. You want to be unique. So what happens is when folks come to Tiny Coco's, what they'll see are our featured items. These are our items that are up for sale for the month of October. These are our brand new ones, and these are the ones that are featured because they are selected. So, how do you get people to this site or to get to know you as a brand, as a business? Well, of course, you would want to be on social media as well. And if you're running NFTs, the best thing for you to do, and keep in mind, we just started this out. See, join October 22. So what you do is you post your work, and as you can see from what I just showed you, we're showing people how we're building along the process. And the idea here is to drop something every single day. We let folks know we're also on Etsy. Why? Because we want folks who don't have the tens of thousands of dollars to pay for our wares on Opensea. You can get more of our art, not the same, but absolutely different. You can get our work on Etsy, right? And why is this $80? Because we're giving them 30 images. How is it 30 images when you only see five? Well, we're giving them all of these sizes. So what they can do is run them down, print them, and of course you're going to tell the story, right? And the beauty of this is there are no refunds on this. And this is a policy of Etsy. And it's a policy that we embrace. Why? Because it is what it is. We're telling you exactly what it is, and we're showing you exactly what we're doing. This is all they're getting, right? And so this is how you leverage. And the most important piece about this when you go across these multi platforms is you understand that your work has to be unique. Don't take the work that you find on or that is found on your OpenSea, because then that devalues what you have. Why should I pay you $1,000, a couple of $100 for your wares when I could just go to Etsy and put this on a wall? But those are two different audiences. And even though they're two different audiences, they still have to have what we believe in, original art at all times. So you're getting original pieces here. And we don't want anyone to be left out of that game. So that's how you leverage that. I also learned something as well. This is a little freebie for you. If you go here to 40 free listings, is it populating? Hold on. If you go here and you want to start your store, I want you to click on this. Actually, this is the one that I use, but there are more people who are out here. Understand this. You're not going to pay a dime for this, because when you go to the description, you click there, you get it, and this is only if you don't have a store. Full disclosure, only if you don't have a store or an account on the platform as yet. Okay? So when you click on there, you get 40 free Etsy listings, and you can go ahead and open up your store right now, and all you have to do is do the work. And oh, by the way, it is work. Don't think you're not going to get out of work. I also want to show you how to think a little bit outside of the box, because when I use my meta tags, I named this orange abstract for a reason. So when you look up orange abstract, I want you to see something very cool. So you see abstract paintings here, right? But who's the fairest of them all? I'm the only one here who is in my genre of Black female African American art. So this is what I want you to do. Now I know, a few of you are going to try to do the same thing. Go ahead and knock yourself out. But what I want you to do is understand, think outside of the box when it comes to putting your artwork here. And it doesn't matter. I don't have any stars yet. I did this being thoughtful and thinking, how can I differentiate myself? And as you can see, we're the only black faces that are right here. And that is the point. So, where else can you show up? Primarily, if you're promoting your OpenSea account or Rarible, Mintable, etc., where you want to be is on Twitter and on Discord. So, what I want to tell you is I showed you Twitter before. Discord, I'm not showing you because if you're like me, you're just going to get the brain freeze like, what the what? So hop on over to Fiverr and I'll give you the link of the guy that I absolutely love. He is tremendous. He answers all of your questions. You are going to have to pay him. I believe in getting what you pay for, but I promise you that if you have the right questions to ask him, he's going to go over and above in answering your questions. Okay, so make sure you get all the questions down and click the link below so that you can patronize his service. He's absolutely incredible. His name is Santiago. He is fantastic and he's fine. Okay, so get on to Instagram as well. And the only reason why this is not necessary, but I tell you the reason why you should go here is because Instagram is known for being a literal portfolio for your works. It's turning into a lot of other things for influencers and the like. But as artists, it's really important to showcase your work everywhere that you can. So get on here. And yes, this is a full blown promotion. So follow me. If I've helped you in any way, just follow me. You don't even have to buy anything. Follow me and do me one better. Increase my visibility here on the YouTubes and wherever else this is plastered on by sharing, liking, and leaving a comment. I'm going to say it again: sharing, liking, and leaving a comment. And that's on all of the platforms that I show you today. That helps us be seen, get seen, and stay seen on whatever platforms that we are. And if you go over to the website, God bless your soul, because automatically that drives up the numbers. So always remember that. People might not ask you for sales, they may not ask you for money, but I'm telling you something greater. If you help us with the exposure, then we eventually get that bag at the end of the day. So, where else can you show up aside from Insta and Twitter and Discord? This is crazy. But go to Reddit. I've had Reddit forever, right? And my name is my name, and it's not going to change, except I changed my handle, and that is Tiny Coco's at dot NFTs, because that's what I'm promoting right now. So as you can see throughout, whether it's on my Twitter, everything is beautiful. Let me zoom this in. Hold on if I can. Let me zoom this in. Everything is beautiful here. We're not playing games. Everything is beauty. You go into our media, everything is up close, everything is personal, everything is the way it's supposed to be. All right. And so we want to carry out that same branding, that elegant look, and that is exhibited everywhere we go. So you'll notice you're seeing different pieces of the collection. And then, oh, even in our, let's see if it posted. Yeah, this is what we're working on for Etsy. And this is how it goes. This is how it goes. Nothing fantastical. It's just this is behind the scenes of what we're doing. So when you go on Reddit, you'll see the same thing: beauty, beauty, beauty. And I want to show you something here because this is crazy. So there's a spot called Etsy promos. Join that community. There's 5.9, might as well say 6,000 members. And they allow you to go in and do what? Promote your stuff. So I put this up 10 hours ago. And maybe if I refresh, it's a little bit more than that. I've been uploaded or upvoted already, which is at 100%, so I'm in good standing. And that speaks to the power of your your images and what you're putting out. But look at this. 300 people have seen this. 334 have seen this so far. And look at this in comparison to another community that I'm in, which is called the NFTs marketplace. So 100%, right? I got 3 upvotes here. So the content is doing well, it's churning. Like I said, we're just starting out. But notice, this was 4 days ago, only 100 views. So what's going on? Is it that, there are people who are more active in the Etsy group? I would say so for now. Because if I'm getting 3 times the amount in less time, this is where we're going to spend the bulk of our time. So, this is where I really wanted to just show you how things are moving. All right. So, if you notice here on Reddit as well, they give you the opportunity to post up your handle so that people can meet you elsewhere, which I think is fantastical. All right. So here I have my Etsy. Here's the Discord. Here's the Twitter and even UK. And I think I should put my website as well, but I'll put that later on because they were asking for social links, right? So really, I don't want to push it. But that's where it all begins and ends. So I didn't want to make this video too long, but I wanted to let you know that you need to spread yourself all over or be available on all platforms that you can. I also put this up on my Etsy account as well. I don't spend a lot of time here, but let me see if I backstroke. All right, so see how in line with our business this is? See how beautiful this is? So, our audience, I don't even know how I got 90 something followers already. I have no idea. But what's going on is um, we're being consistent with our brand and we're letting folks know this is what we do, this is how we do it, this is how it gets done. So, when you are on Pinterest as well, and this is the big thing, this is the big kahuna here. When you are on these social platforms, do understand, consider, and know. If you look right here, I didn't even plan this, but if you look right here, you're doing this to advertise. So at some point, you're going to advertise. The most important thing thus far is first and foremost that you have your work already there. You have your work. And if you go to my store, full disclosure, baby. I only have two items in my store as yet. But I just want you to see the process. This, creating all of this, yeah, it takes time. And I want you to take that time. Okay? This is my other item that you saw featured already. All you want to do, and you want to show all aspects of the artwork and what it's going to look like, how it's going to look in someone's at their office, in their house, in their home. Understand that, right? And make sure you're different. I haven't seen anyone else with this kind of setup here on Etsy, but make sure you differentiate yourself from the beginning and from the top. So when you begin to start putting your things, more and more of your items for sale and your offers for sale, you can begin to go on the business side and start running ads. Now, ads I can help you with on the front end. Making yourself look pretty on the front end, I can help you with that. But in terms of the NFTs world, I think that you should get someone who, like Santee, my guy, and let him walk you through the process and take over that back end stuff if you don't have the time for it, and then you just focus on putting out the best possible work that you can. Again, I'm Tanya Weeders, ECMG Creative, and I'm Tani Cocos over on the Opensea. Go ahead and check out the work, see if you like what we're putting out, and stay tuned for more videos like this where we can show you how to capitalize on your accounts just like this. Have a great day and a fantastic, fantastic time putting yourself out there in these streets. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.